Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is chapter 42 of Shattered Image, and this one is titled Sero Teased. Whatever. They don't care. You shrugged. I think they care more than you realise, but still. He said as he stepped over to you and grabbed you in a hug and then stepped his back towards the edge of the building with his arms wrapped around you. You didn't fight him. You were getting used to his arms around you, and you were kind of digging it too. Suddenly you were both free-falling and you screamed with delight, and then all of a sudden you were swinging back through the town to the end and dropped down onto the street and walking back home side by side with Sero, joking and teasing all the way back home. Once back in your neighbourhood, you and he snuck back up onto your roof and over to your bedroom window. I'll come and walk to school with you tomorrow, yeah? Sero said as you climbed back into your room. What, from home? You asked. Yeah, he replied. Is that okay? Your mum and dad know who I am now. Yeah, I guess, you replied. Okay, see you tomorrow then. See ya, he replied, before giving you one last look and turning away to go back to his own home. You watched him go and then closed your window and pulled your blinds down and then flopped backwards onto your bed, closing your eyes to relive that time with him. Damn, man, you thought when you remembered him pulling up his shirt to show his lean torso to you. Don't do that to me. I'm a sucker for abs and you're pretty hot and chill too. You rolled over onto your side and reached out for the folder still lying on your bed. I wonder what tomorrow at school's going to be like. You wondered. Then you remembered Miss Perfect Quirk and how Sero had complimented her, and your face soured. Little Miss Perfect better keep her perfectly manicured little hands to herself, or else I'll pull her nails out one by one. You thought, if she even breathes in his direction, I'm going to punch her in the face. You grabbed the folder and pulled it closer. Do I give in to this? Or do I fight it? You thought, thinking about your quirk and the direction that you were headed with it. Then you remembered Sero hugging you, and you relaxed. It's okay. He's going to be by my side. You thought, as you slowly drifted off to sleep with the lights on and still in your street clothes. That night, Sero messaged the class chat about you. Hey guys, he wrote, I don't mean to gossip, and I want this to come across with the best intentions, but Yin is coming back to school tomorrow, and you know how she can be a bit funny with attention, so could you all just treat her like she's always been there? Just say hello and keep moving. Don't ask her any questions. Momo was the first to reply, and she sent a love heart reaction to his message. Yes, of course. We're more than happy to welcome her back like she never left. I do hope she's doing well, she added. Thanks, Momo. He replied. Yeah, she's all recovered now. Thank you for understanding. Is she gonna quirk us though if we say hi? Denki asked with a nervous emoji. No. Sero sent back with the laughing face. She definitely should, Bakugo added in. Dunce face needs a good quirking. Is it fun, Bakugo? Denki asked back with a smirk face emoji. You would know. Would you say, dunce? I'll kill you, Bakugo sent back. Bakugo, be nice. Gotcha, bro. So manly of you to be looking out for her like that, Kiri sent in. It's because he, Mina wrote, adding love heart eye emojis and then a couple holding hands emoji. Oh? Eureka sent in with the love heart eyes emoji into the chat. Sero, do you like Yin? Sero replied, yeah, I mean, like, she's cool. Mina replied with the smirk emoji. Who likes Yin? Hagakure suddenly chimed in. We're getting off topic here. Sero typed, bottom line is, just act normal. Who's she? Jero asked, and Mina immediately replied with the laughing face emoji. Sero shook his head and put his phone down to go to sleep. I've said my piece, he thought, putting his phone on silent as the class chat continued to ding away in the background. The next morning your alarm went off and you groggily rolled over and grabbed around for your phone to turn off the alarm, sliding the phone along the bed towards yourself. As you lifted it up, you saw you had a message from Vix and your eyes shot open as you opened her message. Hey, she wrote. I know this is high-key orcs, brah, but I had been meaning to message you, but just didn't know if we were chill like that anymore, so, But anyway, even if you don't want to talk, that's totes fine. I just wanted to tell you that I'm sorry, Honey was being a certified asshat, and I really didn't want to be a part of her whack-ass plans, but I guess you don't really believe me, but whatever. Also, I was in town last night just chilling, and I swear I heard you laugh. I might be going crazy, but I swear it sounded like you, and you sounded really happy, and I just want to wish that for you. You deserve to be happy. Sending all my love, she signed. You softened a bit. Vix had always been chill. You knew Honey had been the one who had called all the shots. You didn't know where Talon stood on all of this, but if anyone was going to be chill with you, it was Vix. She was okay. You opened messages back to her and saw that she had sent the message early in the morning, so you figured that she had stewed on it enough for you to reply now. Hey, smelly butt, you replied. Yeah, actually, I was clowning in town last night, and yeah, I was laughing, so it actually probably was me. I'm doing good, I guess. Life is whatever, but I guess I don't hate it as much as what I did before. You pressed send and sat up, remembering that Sero was going to come get you for the walk to school, so quickly jumped off the bed to go and shower and get ready for the day. Once you were ready, you threw Sero's jumper on and ran back down the stairs to grab a coffee before heading out. Hey, you greeted your mum as you jumped down the final step of the staircase and ran to the kitchen. Oh, good morning, she said happily when she saw you come flying into the room. You're in a bit of a rush today. Yeah, Sarah's coming to walk with me to school, you said, picking up your mug from the countertop that had coffee in it. Oh, that lovely boy from last night? Your mum asked excitedly. Mum, stop, he's just a friend, you replied with an eye roll. If you wanted to make it boyfriend, you'd have my approval, she said with barely bridled enthusiasm. Ugh, you groaned playfully. Just then your dad walked in. Good morning, girls, he said, and you froze for a second before turning your head to give him the side eye. He was looking right at you, and you just eyed him before looking back to your mum. Good morning, honey. Here, have a coffee, she said to him, picking up his mug and holding it out to him. He stepped over to your mum and kissed her on the temple, and then took the mug and looked at you. Sleep well, Yin? He asked you. You kept drinking your coffee and just stared at him, and then lowered your mug. Kinda, you said coldly. Lots on my mind. He cleared his throat and looked away a little while you held heavy eye contact with him, and your mum picked up on the tension immediately. Is everything okay? She asked a little nervously, looking from you to your dad and then back to you. Maybe you should ask Dad. I don't know how much you know, you said before placing your half-drunk coffee down on the bench and stepping around them. Bye, I'll be back after school, you replied, and then you walked to the front door, grabbed your bag, put your shoes on, and stepped out. Honey? You heard your mum inquire of your dad. What was all that about? You heard your dad sigh as you closed the front door, and you stood there for a second. I wonder if he'll tell her, you wondered, one hand still on the door handle. Hey, you heard a familiar voice call, and you looked up to see Sero walking towards you. You ready for the best day of your life? We going to stab the teachers and set the school on fire? You asked hopefully. No. No, I didn't have that in mind. Sero's sweat dropped. Bummer. You deadpanned. The ever-chaotic Yin will have to stay tuned for next week for the school arc. Wonder what will happen when she sees Momo again. Until then, have a lovely weekend, if it is the weekend for you, and I'll see you next week.